Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and as you guys know, the Storm Rising event dropped yesterday as a part of the Archive event lineup, and with it came high expectations, all because the third year of Overwatch events have been sort of lackluster, leading up to this event where Overwatch and the Blizzard team can really go all out, where they're only limited to their imagination, and they can really do anything that they want with this Archive event, so we were expecting a lot of game-changing things. Whether it was going to be the skins, the items, the game mode, the map, or even the characters that could come out of this Archive event, we were expecting game-changing things. So yeah, going into it, it was looking to be one of the best events out of year 3, and possibly one of the best Overwatch events of all time. And then when the event did drop, a lot of people were underwhelmed, a lot of people didn't like it, they hated it, they thought it was great. So many different adjectives was pinned to this event, and that is what inspired this exact video, because I'm gonna not only be reviewing this event, but also giving feedback and trying to improve on future events, not only for the Archive line, but also just regular future Overwatch events. Because as a content creator, man, looking at some of these comments and looking at what people are saying or feedbacking, and that's not even a word, about the Storm Rising event makes me angry, because a lot of people are just complaining at the stupidest stuff without even giving feedback. So that's why I want to be giving my feedback in areas that I think need improving, but also leave it up to you guys on what they should do to improve the future Archive events / Overwatch events. And if you think that an improvement would be giving Genji a skin, there's no saving you, bro, and there's no satisfying you, bro. Alright, I can't wait till you get a girlfriend or boyfriend, because let me tell you, you won't always get satisfied that easily, bro. So finally, let's talk about the Storm Rising event, or just Overwatch events, which if you guys haven't noticed the theme of the third year of Overwatch events, yeah, they're not really putting all their eggs in the event basket. They're really focusing on balancing the game, something that so many people were complaining to Overwatch in year 2. Oh my god, it balanced the game. Oh my god, oh my god, Bastion's so OP. Well, it takes time. It takes a lot of time to balance the core mechanics of the game. It takes time to add the looking for group feature, to try to fix the toxicity problem. So what do you want more? Overwatch events with a bunch of good and unique DLC, or a good core fundamental game? If you want both, again, I can't wait till you get in a relationship, because you won't get everything that you want, bruh. And that definitely shows in the skin department of this event, but especially the item department of this event. But at least when it comes to the skins, I will admit that at least half of them are complete random skins that have nothing to do with the Archive event, and then half of them do have that Archive theme. But at least 8 of the 9 skins that we got with this event are all great. There is one, I'm sure you know which one that I'm talking about. I won't mention it because some Zarya mains will get mad at me, but but when it comes to Circus Junkrat or High Roller Hammond, or heck, even Soul Light Ash, which are all great skins, yeah, they're not very theme oriented. Does that make it a bad event because they don't really fit the theme? I wouldn't necessarily say that, because they're still great skins at the end of the day. But when it comes to Scientist Moira, Deadlock McCree, Talon Baptiste, they're all great. So again, don't discredit this event just because half of the skins weren't theme oriented where the other half were theme oriented, because they're all mainly great. Except for that one, and you know which one. But of course, when we get to the item department of this event, it kind of shares that same theme as some of the previous mentioned skins, and that is, what does this really have to do with the Archive event? What does this have to do with the past of Overwatch? And my theory is, which could not be true, okay, it's just me making a theory, is that a lot of these items were just stored away items that were previously made before, that they didn't know when to release, so they figured, okay, let's release it for the Archive event. That way, for the coming anniversary event, people can get Archive items, quote-unquote Archive items, along with the other stored away anniversary items. Because when it comes to the anniversary, there literally is no theme. And it seems like that's kind of the theme here, is that there is no theme. What does Meditation Zenyatta have to do with anything? What does the Hammond highlight intro, which is amazing, have to do with anything? Or the Victory Post Sombra, or even half of these voice lines? I understand that it could be hard to make skins or items wrapped around the theme of Overwatch lore. Why? Because there literally is no Overwatch lore, because this is the only time that we get Overwatch lore, and we will get into the game mode in a second. But a little bit of feedback here is, Do they need to start making skins and items more qualitative or quantitative? Because as it stands right now, people will start complaining and rioting if they don't get a lot of items, but they'll also start complaining if they don't get good items. And a lot of these are great items, but again, this is the reality that they're having to face. Is it quality over quantity? Do we give 15 great, amazing items with only 4 skins or 5 skins where people can complain because they don't get enough? Or do we add like 40 brand new items where people don't like it because they aren't that great? That's a tough dilemma, and some people say, well, they should just make it better. Well, you should do better on your homework, son. Oh, you can't do that? Why? Because you don't have enough time? Same reality here. I'm just trying to make you see it from their perspective, where you run into the same situation in your everyday life. I know I just went on a bunch of tangent with just the skins and items, but now let's talk about the focal point of this event, what we came for this event for. That sounds weird, but anyway, let's talk about the game mode and the map, because this is one thing that me personally, I was underwhelmed. Honestly, I was expecting that big giant cheeseburger with a bunch of cheese, with game-changing things, with stories unveiled, and we didn't get much. We really didn't. In reality, we only got 3 brand new things. Literally just 3 brand new things. One, which was the fact that we got to play on a possible new playable map, which is Cuba Havana. The second thing is Maximilian, a brand new voice actor, a brand new character in the Overwatch lore in the game itself. And the third thing is this ending cutscene where we get to see a glimpse of this new character that we have no idea who it is, but obviously is probably like the CEO of Talon, because, well, if we're chasing down Maximilian to find this new character, well, this is clearly the new character. So the way that I see this kind of stepping stone game mode, because this is not at all a game-changing game mode, it really isn't, but the way that I see it is that it's a stepping stone game mode for possibly a campaign. I know that's wild to think that because we've just been getting kind of lackluster things, but you gotta imagine, not only are they working on the core mechanics of Overwatch, but they also say they're working on big giant things. If this is the big giant thing, oh, I'm scared for the future of Overwatch. But Blizzard knows what we want. They know we want lore. They know we want a campaign. They know we want story modes for Overwatch. And this clearly isn't satisfying our needs. As selfish as that might sound, but the fact that we get to see a glimpse of more Talon executives and just to see more characters through the use of this lackadaisical game mode leads me to believe that, yeah, this could be this next big thing. Yeah, this might be a small stepping stone that people complain about now, but come in a few months, oh boy, will we get more story mode. Oh boy, will we get more lore. But that's just kind of justifying the fact that this game mode was not at all great. Again, we were expecting great things with the Storm Rising game mode. At least I was expecting skins for Tracer, Winston, Genji, and Mercy, just like how Retribution and Uprising was. I was expecting new bosses to really fight that we didn't experience in Retribution or Uprising, or a brand new objective or something different. And literally what we got was everything that I just listed from Retribution or even kind of Uprising. We got no skins. We didn't really get a brand new objective. We just fought more waves of Talon enemies. The exact same enemies in the exact same order. What do you fight? Well, you fight the sniper, and then you fight the assassin, and then you fight the big giant grunt dude or whatever. It's the same exact format as Retribution, just on a brand new map. The way that I see it is that they needed to add something to the archive event to really satisfy us up until the next big thing. Yes, this might not have been great, but at least it's something for us to do. They could have easily made this into its own cinematic or into its own movie and uploaded it onto YouTube, because if you look at the quality of the cutscenes, they're amazing. Mercy looks fantastic. Winston is funny as ever. Maximilian is sketch as all could be. So there is a lot of elements that could have easily been made into a video, but they knew that the archive event is coming, and they knew that, again, hopeful thinking here, but something big is coming up. So let's just slap together a simple little game mode with elements that we've had in the past, so that when the time does come that we unveil this big giant story mode mode within Overwatch, people understand why they had to play that campaign mission involving Maximilian, or involving Talon once again, or involving these characters that really didn't make sense at the time, but now that's just my thought process when it comes to us playing this game mode. Is it lackluster and somewhat lazy? I won't argue against that statement, because even Jeff Kaplan in the interview of this event did say that they reused the Storm technology that they had for Temple of Anubis. So really, I hate to say this, they were just recycling a lot of assets that they already had in storage for Overwatch. Like, I know it's called the archive event, but you don't have to go into your actual archives to make a game mode or make an event. So some improvements that they could have made for this game mode: simply giving the 4 playable characters in the Storm Rising game mode distinct uniform skins, something that we had in Retribution and the Uprising event. Not only will this also buff the numbers of items that we have for Storm Rising, but it also shows that, hey, this is a distinct mission, this isn't just rehashed last second made, and also giving us a different order of enemy waves to fight, or just different enemies in general. I understand this is Talon, I understand that that is the focal enemy of Overwatch, but it's the same order, the same enemies. We really have nothing else different about this when it comes to fighting. We have the same strategies, we have the same cheese ideas, so maybe have some different orders involved, plus also give us a different objective. We just moved a payload, something that we do in multiplayer, and even in Retribution and Uprising before. We're tired of doing this. Like, yes, we're probably not going to fight Maximilian because that just seems a little bit dumb, but that would have been something cool, a different boss element, something that we've never experienced. And those are just some ideas for the game mode and for the event itself, but I also want to help you guys understand where Blizzard is coming from and what's in the works of stuff that I clearly don't know, because, I mean, you can tell the passion in my voice is that I want more stuff, and this just wasn't this, like, it was stuff, it just wasn't the game-changing stuff I was expecting with the archive event. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. So anyway, guys, I love you guys, thank you guys for watching, more Overwatch videos to come, and bye.